Hello, hello. Testing, testing. Hope that we sound good. Hope everything is looking good here. Testing, testing. Think we're good? Hello, hello. Testing, testing. We're good? Okay. I think we're good. Okay. Welcome, everyone, to Uncharted 4, A Thief's End Hangout. This is a momentous hangout because let's do. Can we just do a chapter select? Why did all these? Oh, I just did the beginning and crushing because I think you're just walking around. Let me. Let's go through the prologue. Let's do crushing tonight. Crushing difficulty. I've had freaking 4 years to practice. Okay, I gotta choose my save here. Which one should I do? That one looks later. Yes. Okay. I'm a man of fortune, and I must seek my fortune. So, Henry Avery, 1694. This game, on the launch of the PS4, the launch night, never forget being in line at Best Buy waiting. They let us in the store.
Not good.
Midnight.
Hold on! Nathan! They're gaining on us! I know. Strike it!
I like that right there. But they announced this game during that event, I think. Pretty sure. So we're sitting in Best Buy, sitting on the ground waiting for our consoles or whatever, and they announced they had like a stream showing like some cool stuff coming out, and this was in it. And I just remember being like, wow, like I'm pumped to get this PlayStation. Like that's not here on launch, but there's some cool stuff to look forward to. But also being conflicted over this game because, shoot, just took them out. Being very conflicted about this game because 3 wrapped it up. 3 was the end of Drake's story. Like, why do we need another Uncharted? Being very uncertain. I've always second-guessed Naughty Dog's decision throughout the year. I don't know if that looks good. I don't think that's going to be a fun game. 100% of the time, I've always been proven wrong. So, that was the case with this, where I was definitely proven wrong. I had an amazing time with this. Playing this game is 4 years old, and the graphics are still some of the best this generation. Looking at it again, oh my gosh. You have this Twitch stream up. I don't. Or actually, I have the Twitch stream up. It's not showing me chat. It's like loading chat. The chat won't load. Good evening, AOI. I don't know why it's not working. Let me try to kill this out. I think I'm gonna drown. Yeah, because it was doing that. It wasn't loading. Oh, I don't need that. Okay. There we go. Chat's back up. Sorry about that. There we go. Okay, chat is back up on the Twitch stream. Welcome, AOI. Thanks for joining us. I don't know what was going on with that freaking chat. It was glitched. And I died on crushing difficulty is hard when he can't freaking breathe. Okay, now I can see if you said anything. Good evening, but as I was saying, played this during Best Buy's. They had a stream going on and just being very unsure about this game, but man, what they ended up doing and the story and making it more than just like, I don't know, it just felt like Last of Us was kind of a grown-up game or very adult or very had stuff to say, and then they just totally went up above and beyond that with Uncharted 4. It started with that, I was like, whoa, like this game has an amazing story. It's more than just about shooting people. I mean, that's a lot of these games are shooting people in the head like right now, but talking about marriage and like your relationship with your brother, and it's kind of strained in this game. It's just great. It's just really crap. I'm getting crushing difficulties hard, by the way. But I was very happy they made Uncharted 4. Does it ever hit? Blind firing. If I could hit these. Man, look at those freaking lighting effects. Like, we're about on the PS5 and this looks unbelievable. I would never beat this game. All these games on crushing just don't seem like a fun time to me, and some of these shootouts have to be freaking a chore. Like that. We might be doing normal difficulty in here in just a second, guys. It's hard to just reminisce and get into a big attack, big battle. Okay, that guy was close enough. I could just blind fire him. Maybe that's all of I like where you're looking, the gun changes. Yeah, the animation looks very fluid right there. It is like whack-a-mole. I go to freaking hit one guy and the other guy goes up. Wait till my health regenerates. There we go. Get us the heck out of here. The plan's still up to stream from the PS5 next Thursday. If I don't stream the night of, I might just take a night to just enjoy and get my thoughts together. But the day after, I definitely want to do it within a couple days. But it will be very soon. Because next Thursday is the freaking release, huh? it's not Thursday, I'm going to try to do something Friday. I do want to get a stream out. And I think they did they do younger Drake in 3? They did something with it. I can't remember. Where is your sticker? Yes, young Drake. Yeah, they did it in 3. But this I thought was really interesting. It showed like, oh, this is how he started sneaking out or whatever. This paired with the moment coming out, I guess we'll get to it in the stream. Yeah, we will probably. With his wife, and you're up in the attic shooting, like that's a start. Like just those little moments. I feel like that started in Naughty Dog's DNA with the Last of Us DLC. The Last of Us DLC was kind of played around with like game mechanics and story, and those were very tightly knit. And it kind of continued in this. Like this is like, okay, he's sneaking away from the nun. So it doesn't have like the threat of an enemy, but it's like, oh, we're still sneaking around. It's like, I love that. Like they just crafted it very well. Like, playing this again just brings back memories of playing this for the first time. Where is your sticker? What sticker? I'm trying to remember what sticker, AOI. Can't get up there. I'm so torn, and I want to go back soon. I think it's backwards compatible too. The PS4 version of vote sticker. Oh, it's a joke question. Oh, okay. No voted sticker today. Now just I'm waiting sticker. Waiting for results sticker. But I want to go back and play through. I think Uncharted 1, I think even at the time when I played it after the launch. That game's fine. That is a definite launch era PS3 game, and there's some rough edges to it, but there's some cool twists. I like the twist in it. I love when they mix paranormal stuff with like reality and whatever. Uncharted 2, I think, is still up there as one of my favorites, but this one, after playing this one, it's like, this might be my favorite, is Uncharted 4. I think my ranking goes, until I go back and play and change it, 2 and 4 are so neck and neck. I can't really tell. I'm going to say 4 to, we'll see how 2 aged. I'll go back and replay that. 4, 2, 3, 1. That is my order of Uncharted games, but I like them all. 2 I just remember being freaking amazing. 2 was one of the best action games I've ever played. It is incredible from beginning to end, but this is really freaking fun from beginning to end. And there's some just deep, really great story moments and character stuff in here. Oh, he's getting grabbed by the ear. What about the spinoff? Oh, I guess it was, I guess you could just call it a standalone. The Lost Legacy. Yeah, I guess you could count that in there. But it's not a full game. It's almost like a couple missions out of one of these. I really liked Lost Legacy a lot. And Naughty Dog did too as well, because in Last of Us 2, they kind of do a whole mission that's kind of the same format as Lost Legacy, of that kind of open world, within this kind of linear world. Rolling around to the window. Okay. Hold on there. Oh shoot! I'm getting my freaking ears grabbed. There also was an Uncharted on PS Vita, wasn't there? And I never played that one, but I think people liked it. I think people really liked that one. It wasn't developed by Naughty Dog, but... I love this. You get to see the nun trying to sneak a smoke. Yeah, so does it get in there? This is awesome. We're almost there. Man, this game just rolls. It might be 4. 2 doesn't have this deep of a great story and the action and the fun of the action, and I think it might be 4. I also can't believe it's been 4 years since this came out. That is crazy to me. Man, just look at those vistas, and this is still one of the best looking. Lighting looks great. Turn up a little bit here.
Dad, don't just hear we're worthless, and Mom is in hell because
We're just saying it because it gets to you. Alright? You just gotta learn to laugh it off.
you wouldn't.
Do as I say, not as I do. There.
I'm really hoping for the PS5. This has to be in the works, but
So what are you doing here?
hope for the PS5. Loved Last of Us. That was a PS3 era thing. Uncharted was a PS3 era IP. But for the PS4, there hasn't been any new Naughty Dog IPs. It's the first, I think, ever. With PS1, it was Crash. PS2 was Jack and Daxter. PS3 was, the very, very end was Last of Us. And Uncharted was at the beginning. Almost where Last of Us you can kind of say maybe it was a PS4 kind of thing because it was so late into the gen, but PS4 we didn't get one that was strictly a new IP for the new generation. It's the first one. They never done that, but games are getting crazy to make and the games that they're doing, so I'm really hoping great with Last of Us, great with Uncharted, but I'm ready for a new IP. I'm ready for something new, totally new from them. I mean, Uncharted was so crazy different from Jack and Crash. Like, let's see, go sci-fi, go. I want to see what else Naughty Dog can do. They just have an amazing, the best, like the best in the industry, like people there. So.
You should come and say hi.
I'll need you.
Okay. Oh, maybe I gotta jump up more. There we go. Do you also plan, like Travis, to replay PS4 games on the PS5? I just saw today. I don't own this game yet, but it's on my Christmas list. I think it's the only game on my Christmas list. Ghost of Tsushima is getting a boost mode to 60 frames, and it loads faster with an update on to the game. It's gonna work. It's gonna work better on PS5. I guess it's gonna look better. Definitely like play better PS5. And I was like, well, I'm definitely waiting. Because I already had a ton of stuff to play. But Ghost of Tsushima will be a game I play on the PS5. I do want to stream that one as well and talk about that one.
And there's our road to freedom. That was easy. Come on.
So I will be replaying. I will be playing that and probably Dreams. I want to play some Dreams. Yeah, sci-fi, a game like Cyberpunk would be something. Yeah. I think they could just do a lot of cool, crazy stuff with sci-fi.
You didn't profit.
At the same time, they seem like they have found like a good niche of these kind of realistic characters and stuff, but I don't know. I think they could apply that over to these more
Just follow me.
fiction, like more kind of otherworldly kind of things. I think that'd be really cool.
We take the high road.
Give them the Mass Effect IP.
Have you done this before?
Once or twice. Hey, come on. Your turn.
That moon.
So, what you been up to?
Working mostly.
You still dating that girl?
Crystal? On again, off again. Currently off again. Okay. No guts. No glory.
Oh shoot! About jumped and just killed young Drake.
You got this.
I can do it because I live in the future. There's nothing I can do to change the past.
See? No big deal.
Yeah. Nothing to it.
Stay with me. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, through here.
Behind you.
Oh, just pressing down on this.
There's a jump coming up.
Okay.
That Vista,
Nice and easy.
nice and easy. Man, we just got some of the best games this generation. Just
Descend. You ready, Tarzan?
Sony just put their output was incredible, man. They're just, amazing.
Go ahead.
God of War 2, that's coming out. They said next year, good luck. I think it's going to be delayed, but if that comes out 2021, that'll be cool. I wasn't the biggest fan, like Jacob and Zach were huge fans. Oh my gosh. Nathan, you died at your orphanage. Oh my gosh. But I'm game for another God of War. That'll be cool. And the new Horizon looks good. But I would definitely want to see some new IPs. That was one thing we discussed in our...
Jump that.
yeah, just go around the corner. But that was one thing we discussed in our one of the categories of best new IP. Well, continuing IP or something that's going to get sequels or whatever was Horizon. I think that was the only one we could really think of. That's how few there were of new IPs, but the sequels that came out were incredible. The sequels that came out were something else. And God of War,
Not bad.
I guess you'd call that the new God of War. The reboot to God of War is a new IP. I don't know. That it was a weird.
But you do know where you're going, right?
Best new IP. It was. I guess if the category is best new IP, it was Horizon. Best IP. I don't know. Last of Us. You know, for some people, yeah, I mean, there was a lot of sequels and.
You wait here. You watch me.
And it continues next Thursday. Demon Souls. What a great launch title. I never thought I would see a Souls game as a launch title. Unbelievable. That's really...
Just don't overthink.
Oh, broke my leg. I also saw today that and it's really cool they're adding this. There is a PS5 feature baked into the system that you can set your default difficulty, and that applies to like all games. You can also set like a default if you want subtitles on and some other settings in there. I forgot what the other stuff was. Oh, camera, like what the camera does. So every game has the same, like if I'm pressing left, this is the way I prefer too. If I move right, I want to look right. If I move left or whatever, look up, look down or whatever. The only reason I wouldn't do that is if I'm flying in an airplane game or something. I think that feels natural to kick off and all those controls or whatever. But I want to look up, look down or whatever. That's how. But some people like it the opposite. And you can set that default right baked into the system. Very cool.
How about you take this?
So I'm getting really excited for the PS5. I got a notification today that Amazon, it says it's going to be delivered the 12th, so we'll see. That's why I'm saying, like, I think I'm just going to just drown myself that night. I'm just going to freaking play that thing all night. And then, yeah, I do want to stream it the next... I think I'll stream it the next day because I just want to spend some time with the new baby. You know what I mean? It's like when you get a new baby, when you have a new baby. I don't have any children yet. It's like when you have a new baby, you want to spend time with your new baby. You don't want them to, like, you want to take them to your friends the first night. You know what I mean? Or the second night, maybe.
Head down.
It's crazy how good this game looks.
We're out.
But it's also crazy that graphics have enhanced from this. You know, Last of Us 2 looks even better, and Death Stranding and all this stuff. Like, man, games keep looking better. Who would have known? Just read an interesting question on Twitter. Why is W called W? Shouldn't it be double V? I bet because maybe it used to be kind of written that way versus the kind of pointy. That's my guess. I bet it got it. Somebody made it pointy. Next day would be awesome too. I'm gonna shoot to try to do that.
Pays well. Pays really well. Gotta leave town for a little bit.
What's a little bit?
Like a year. Like the most, and then
I'm gonna skip this. I get this. I want to get to the next part.
Acabemos con esto. Let's go.
This is just a great time jump. It's like, okay, Drake's in freaking prison. Like, what happened or where he's at? Like, this game constantly has just great levels and great moments in it. I thought the fights were crazy and using like bottles and stuff, and it almost went into a mini cinematic when you fight. I thought that was so freaking fluid, and this game takes it to the next level. Oh my gosh, with some of these fights and using the environment and. Him pushing and that just seems so movie-like, and it seems like, I don't know, it's so fun. Game has the best freaking mud puddles. What mud puddles have you seen that are better than this? Spider-Man? What are you gonna say, Spider-Man? Yeah, I think I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die in this prison. Okay, I'm back. I just love that wittiness. Little rascal characters.
How long am I supposed to be in here? Huh? Where's the toilet?
You're looking at it. Have fun.
I will. Gracias.
So AOI, what launch titles are you getting? I think I'm just getting Demon Souls. And then I keep forgetting that they have the Astrobot game that's comes on the system. So I think between those two, that'll keep me busy for a while. But I do want Miles Morales. I'll get that later. I'll pick that up. A later date. Destruction All-Stars got pushed back to February. And it's going to be a PS Plus free title. So they're doing some crazy stuff to get you to try to get on PS Plus. Which I don't have. I don't play online, so I don't see really a big need for it. But, I mean, look at the freaking wall texture. And it's ripped up from aging. I think this is great.
Yeah, any chance I can take a shower? Morning, boys. Or is it the evening? It's hard to tell down here.
Oye, idiota. Get up the stairs. Viene saliendo un prisionero. Abran la reja.
Hey, nice to see you.
Moth flying around this light, like the things with light that this game does. And I don't think, does this game have HDR? I don't think it would show up on my capture card, but HDR for me, I think I mentioned it during, if you check out our End of the Gen Awards, I talked about an HDR being very surprising. That was kind of a surprising thing. HDR was kind of a cool staple at the end of this, and I think it'll go into next gen, but I think ray tracing is going to be the huge thing for next gen. Ray tracing and SSDs. Oh, I forgot to mention that. I think I mentioned that. Trying to get this game, when I was putting this game in earlier, because I was like, there's going to be 8,000 updates or whatever, but I had to install it. But I hadn't emptied my hard drive in a while, and it's full.
Abre la reja. Es una sorpresa.
So I delete some stuff. Well, as I was deleting it so slow, all I was doing was deleting games. Like, why is this taking so long?
What did you say?
Trying to get back, it kind of locked up. It was trying to load from the hard drive, and I was like, okay, that's it. Because all my other devices and course, like the iPhone and all this stuff, but like my iPad and this new gaming computer I got or whatever, everything's on SSD. And SSD to hard drive is a huge difference. So like having that for games, that's going to be huge. And then I'm doing all digital for my PS5 games next gen. Jumping in and out of games, it's going to be freaking great. So I definitely am ready for the PS5. Please don't do that. That's not nice. Okay. Big rats. Okay, I was playing first Control Ultimate Edition on PS5 because the normal game runs like you have to puck up on the PS4. Oh, I didn't know that it ran that bad on that. That would be cool, getting a second life to that game. Next Cyberpunk 2077. Oh, how could I forget? Yeah, that's like next or December. Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition. After that, Demon Souls. Wow, you got a smorgasbord. I played DMC 5 recently, earlier this year. I think I beat DMC 5. Had a good time with it.
Here we are. Take these cuffs off or what?
I want
In?
whatever you look to find up there. I want it there.
Come on, Marcus. The deal was just to get us in and out of here. That's it.
Just. I'm sticking my neck out for you gringos.
Yeah, and Rafe is paying you a lot of money for your trouble.
See? Not nearly enough.
You were told not to open that.
Yes. I was also told not to take bribes, not to bring anyone here, and not to beat on my inmates. But here we are.
Just be careful with that. It's 300 years old.
I was a member of Captain Henry Avery's group. You know who that is?
He was a pirate.
The pirate who pulled off the biggest heist in history. And that's what he did.
I love these and Indiana Jones. Any of these like adventure and going exploring and finding these treasures. Oh, I'm just a sucker for these. And it's weird because when Uncharted 1 came out, I didn't have a PS3 at the time. I didn't give a frick about Uncharted. I thought Uncharted 1 looked so boring to me because I was just a sucker. I mean, I was 16 back then, or whatever, when PS3 came out. But they, I know it was 2006, I was 15, but still,
What do you want?
this adult guy running around, swinging around in jungles and shooting it, that didn't really appeal to me versus Jack and Daxter did, and Crash and stuff. But it's funny how these games kind of grew up as I grew up too.
Let me go up there, check out the prison cell. If there's still anything there after 3.
Okay. Let's do it.
Hey, did you bring what I asked?
Also, I want to see if the doors look better on the PS5. Final Fantasy 7 Remake. They'll fix it. That's what it's going to take, is a whole new console to fix that door glitch. So one weird door in Final Fantasy 7 Remake that never loaded. And when I went back on the hard mode or whatever, I think it was hard mode or something. With the New Game Plus.
Do that again.
Let's try that again. I failed that. The door still didn't load. It didn't load for anybody else I knew either. So hopefully they fix that. Maybe with the processing power, the PS5, they can fix it.
No piece of cake.
Just look at these lush, like, I feel like it's spoiler for if you haven't played Last of Us Part 2, but when you see that area at the very end with kind of more lush places and stuff, I feel like they were just dying to make it more lush and filled with these kind of bright skies and blue and stuff, because this looks freaking incredible. I'm not saying that Last of Us Part 2 wasn't beautiful, but I loved that they went back to this. Good to see a little bit of that. Yeah, finally color. It just looks just unbelievably beautiful. Whee! Oh, I just gotta let go of it. I was wanting to like launch it. Bum, 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 bum. The water looks freaking beautiful. Oh. Oh, ow. Not good? Oh, just had to go to the other side.
Looks like I can slide down there. Slide from that post.
Ocean out there. Oh. I also love, and Jacob does not like this, but I love the film grain on this. It just gives it an artistic, great look. Oh, do I have any of the extras? I photo mood. Oh, why? I forgot I had all these extra. What's Xeon? Okay, we're doing helium audio. No, not yet. Well, that works. The infinite ammo one, I don't think works. This is the way this game was meant to be played. I forgot I had all these extra stuff. Helium audio, I like that one Dreamo Instagram video. This is the way Uncharted was actually meant to be played. The definitive version. I can't remember. Did they end up adding... In all the other Uncharted games, there was a skin known as Donut Drake, and it was just an obese version of Drake, but I can't remember if they made it, if that fit for this one. If they got that to work on this one or not. Do you remember if that worked? If they got that over here? What's Xenon? I want to see what Xenon is. We can change the render modes, I forgot. ASCII, Thief Vision, Negative Land, Afterlife, Chalk Dust, Tricolor, Rainbow Funland, 8-bit. Oh my gosh, I can't see anything. And there's helium audio. This looks like I'm just trying. It looks like my stream freaked up. Sorry guys, I'm running on 2 megabyte tonight. Sorry about that. Oh, looks cool. You can't hear a thing or see a thing. I loved it that you could turn stuff around and rotate it, zoom in on it. Looks great. Let's read it. Should have 8-bit text too. Looks great. They could have got, they could have made a Genesis version. They could have ported it for backwards compatibility purposes. What other, yeah, we have different skins. Oh, I never got any different skins. Okay, I'm done with that. Play it in cell shaded. Oh, looks like freaking Borderlands now. Fortunately, can't remember. I want to hear Xenon audio. Well, I guess it'd make your voice really low, Xenon versus Helium. I guess that's what we take. What happens when you inhale a Xenon balloon is this, I guess. Can't hear a thing. Dang, this game looks good on cell shaded. Ah. Eight-bit audio. Sounds like a codec. Sorry, my stream is messing up, as you can hear in the audio. I'm gonna have to fix it real quick. Doing Helium, that's the way to play.
All these squiggles and scratches must mean something. Alchemy symbols from gold and silver. Wait a sec. It says something like this on the letter. Huh. Well, that's part of the symbol. Here's the other half. The other half. That's more like it. Okay, and the zodiac symbol. Sagittarius. And Scorpio sign.
Okay, it's the anchor thing pointing up and squiggly WM. It's the hourglass, but might be Roman numerals. So, hourglass.
Numeral 10.
Roman numeral 10? Well, I guess that is. They just have the... I didn't know that was... The lines on the top and bottom threw me off. And then there was the weird W thing. Was that it? Or was it the other one? Oh, they look similar. They look similar. I think it's that. Okay, 2.
Roman numeral 2.
Women number 2.
Did I miss something in the letter?
No, I'm a genius. It won't even let me hit that one anymore? Oh, are they adding it together? So 12? So it would be 12. 8. What's that one?
10 and 2. Exit I.
10 plus 2 is 12. That is a good... But they want me to press them both.
This is it. And then back.
No one's been able to solve that when you could just press it? Just press every single one. Come on. Come on.
What's that first step?
But looking back at this generation, it was one of the best. I mean, I talked about in the end of the generation award thing we did on our channel, but
Down we go.
it just was an incredible stuff from Sony, some great third-party titles. I cannot believe it's over. 7 years though since it started. Totally ready for the PS5. Oh my gosh, and it's over. That's it. They want the PS4. It's also crazy because it's the first one in a long time. Well, I think the PS4 was the first one I went in person. I showed up. I'm trying to think. For the DS on the morning of, there wasn't a midnight launch, and the day of for the PSP. I'm trying to remember some other ones. The PS4 was the first day one I got. I got for Christmas the 360. I think the PS2 very close to its launch after Christmas, but the PS4 was the first one I went to at a midnight launch. And I was looking forward. That'd be kind of cool. I was going to try to get one from Best Buy because I'd like to be in person. Just fun. To be in line and get in person. Everybody else is getting it. That was really something I'll always remember from the PS4 launch. But there's no way to do that. Sony did announce that they are not doing any in-store sales of the console. They just don't want people congregating and getting a ton of people because there's a pandemic. So I thought that was crazy. Yeah, it's all online sales currently. I take it back. It's all online. To get your order in. Sounds like Kenny from South Park. Hey, crazy, Microsoft is still doing midnight sales here for the console next week. Oh, interesting. I guess that's just a US thing. Or is I feel like Microsoft, yeah, and PS, Sony are both for their consoles doing it online here. But I feel like more people are wearing the mask over in Germany than they are here. Okay, I can hear the thing he's saying. Oh yeah, that mask thing, yeah. You guys have been good and get to go out for recess playtime. We don't. I did see the UK is getting shut down until December 2nd. It's only in like schools and universities, which is still a lot of people, but like non-essential stuff is getting shut down in the UK until December 2nd. I felt like that's a long lockdown, but I guess things are bad enough to where they had to do that. Okay, let's check out. I wanted to check out. This looks like a nightmare. This is Drake after he takes some hallucinogenics. Can't tell where stuff's at.
Now we're talking.
You came back and the world looks like a rainbow.
What?
Place was picked clean. There's a clue hidden up there somewhere I couldn't find it.
Are you sure? Were you looking in the right place?
Maybe I missed something in the letter. It could have been another tower that collapsed centuries ago.
Yeah.
Any plans of this place? Any blueprints?
Could be. There's a bunch of old files.
Great. Go look through them. Okay, see what you can dig up. Meanwhile, I'll talk to Sam. He's our area expert. Maybe he can make sense of this whole mess.
Right. I'll look to the files. Turn around.
It looks like a fun prison. It looks like a really fun prison. Okay, we're gonna skip this. I'm gonna get into more some gameplay. Dice look good. Wow, things escalated. This is what America is going to look like when they finalize the results. Playing America's Simulator. I'm getting ready. Just want to play my PS5, but I have to fight you. I don't even know why we're fighting. I don't even know why I sucker punched you like that. When are they? When are the elections for Germany? When do those happen? And are those as crazy as the ones here in America? I feel like when the American elections happen, it's like all eyes on us. Like, what is going on, guys? Like, like ours are like freaking Super Bowl. They're nearly half spectacle too. I just feel like, I mean, all the news stations and all the stuff, and they're doing all these tracking and stuff. Boom! Hit you with the multicolored can thing. I'm gonna hit you with my special nightstick.
¿Alguien más necesita que le recuerde las reglas? ¡Alíñense! ¡Alíñense! ¿Qué es esto? ¿Qué es esto? Dame. Dame.
Are you bringing in contraband?
¡Cállate!
Who do you think you are?
Who do you think you
Llámalo a su celda.
Llámalo a su celda.
Los gringos en la oficina.
We found out he's lying. I think things get better from here on out for the prison. I don't know, maybe next year, but yes, like you were saying, US elections are way more fun. What's the 3.5 hour discussion with Joe Rogan about the election yesterday? The whole thing is just fun. Yeah, I didn't get to watch. I forgot totally that was happening. Even bigger of a spectacle, Alex Jones, I think, was supposed to be on that, but he ended up not, because I did look up at it later, and he was supposed to be on it. He wasn't, but... yeah, there's just a lot of fun stuff. Somebody was asking about it today to me, like, how do you feel about all this or whatever, and you just get invested in the results, and you're looking up the results, and you're talking to other people, and I think some people can put everything into it. How do I say this? They can put a lot of stake when there's a lot more than just the president. There's the Senate, we have the House of Representatives, and those were being voted upon. There's different ballot measures. Like we had people, I mean, we had one state that legalized all drugs. Ow, I'm getting hurt. Ow. How can you shoot me in this colorful place? This is a fun area. There's some ballot measures that passed, I think. New Jersey can do recreational marijuana. Like, there was some bigger stuff happening. I don't know, there's a lot of, for me it's a time of change. Like, oh, shoot, like, what's going to happen? And there's new measures happening. And yeah, it's just pretty crazy. It's gonna change. Yeah, some more shit without Alex Jones. Alex Jones is a very entertaining fellow. Very entertaining little fellow. heard that Travis voted for the Bengals. Yep, that, you know, we don't like to disclose our voting records, but maybe Travis leaked that out, that he did vote for Joe Burrow of the Bengals. I think he wrote in. So we can safely say that his candidate will lose. He'll never see this. I can just say that. You gotta get us in the flower house, the rainbow colored house. You gotta get us in. Get us out of this hellhole. I want to see the color gray again. I think Germany has a chance to be just as entertaining as our elections. I hope they can get as just as crazy. I was watching some stuff from Australia's, like, I don't know if it's their Senate meeting. I don't know what each government's things are called or whatever, but their parliament, maybe, Australia. And I was cracking up at how crazy. There was a meeting that just went bonkers the other day. And there was a guy that almost reminded me of Trump. They had a similar, like, Trump clone. Australia's Trump or something. I don't know who it was, but just crazy antics. But I'm trying to remember. There's one. Man, I don't know what country it is where they, like, get into fisticuffs. And then there was Canada had somebody that was smoking crack, and he was, like, losing his mind. I forgot his name. He died recently. I saw. So there are some competitors in the U.S., I think. I forgot what it was. Australia, I think. I don't know who it was fighting. I would love to see the president of Germany going on stage while in the background Macho Man is playing. I guess that's true. Is that, like, is the music stuff and the rallies, is that weird to, like, people in Germany? Like you guys don't do that stuff where it's. I never thought of that. That's just always been a thing since I can remember. Having these big rallies and these celebrities show up. That's the thing too. Like, talking to you makes me think that stuff might be weirder to the world than I know. Yeah, there's always been, like, some celebrity component or a musical performance at these places. Yeah, there's always coming, like, music they come out to or plays. Oh no, the world outside is still colorful. It's not just my eyes in this place. What up, Zinzu? I'm doing great, Zinzu. Thanks for joining in. Only 6 days left until the launch of the PS5. Are you getting one? Zinzu, I was just saying that I'm grabbing Demon Souls. I'm getting Astrobot. We're also talking the election, the craziness of America's election season. He says that as I'm getting shot with bullets in my back. Jeez, I'm getting shot. Okay. How am I still getting shot? Oh my gosh. Gosh, those rocks are gonna kill me at the end. Oh man. Sony, what an entrance. Intro. Yep, got it pre-ordered. Got Demon Souls, Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and Sackboy. I definitely want to get I'm gonna get Miles Morales later. Sackboy does look great because it has, I think, same screen co-op, which I love I love single screen co-op games like the Mario title or Super Mario 3D World, which that's coming out for Switch next year. It's harder to get people. I can't have as big groups of like friends and stuff get together because of the pandemic. That's kind of hard right now. But I think that's online. Yeah, I remember that's online, and I think is Sackboy online? Do you know? If that's single screen, that could probably still be fun for me and my wife to play. Just saw a treasure. There it is. Okay, I think I have to change this render mode because I can't see anything. I was probably supposed to be looking for. This is also really cool. Yeah, Uncharted 4 just does so much right. You think at this point, okay, we're hunting for treasure. And it ends up being his day job. He's just working this oil rig. And now he's married and he's kind of settled down. I love that kind of juxtaposition of like, this adventurer, we know him as Nathan Drake, he's doing all these crazy things. Oh no, he's just working as like it's oil thing, searching for stuff. Are you guys planning to do a PS5 unboxing video? I will. I don't know if the other guys will, but I definitely will be doing an unboxing. I had forgot about that. Yeah, I will be doing an unboxing video. Because it's fun. I did one for PS4. I didn't have the game channel, didn't start till the following year, but I took it, put it on a personal channel I had back then. But, yeah. I forgot. I'm going to do one. Yeah. It's fun just to react to the size and seeing a console for the first time. It's special. I remember seeing the PS4, just holding it for the first time and just being like, this is the best looking console I've ever seen. It's just so sleek and modern and futuristic. And I think the PS5 is going to have a similar kind of shock to me the PS4 had. So... yeah, I will. Yeah, I will put up a unboxing video. Your new Final Fantasy VII figure videos are really well edited. Thank you, AOI. Yeah, I'm putting some more effort in. I've had some more time to figure out the best way to edit those together and. Happy you're enjoying that. Like I said, I came out of retirement for these Final Fantasy VII figures, so I want to make the videos the best I can make them. We've had a lot of videos this past week. We've had the Game Awards video, that unboxing, this Hangout. Okay, what am I supposed to do now? I think it would come to the surface, maybe? Oh no. I have to put in here, right? Oh, I should go back more, I think. Oh, okay.
Alright, that's one crate secure.
Good timing. We're right above you. Sling's on its way down. Coming down. Okay, it's in position. Look up the trailer. We'll raise it up a bit for you.
What am I hooking this to? Oh.
Yeah, that's one.
Alright, you watch your
The
options.
physics with the rope are really cool in this, and they bring it over into Last of Us 2 and really expand upon it. That's what I really love about Naughty Dog is they take something like Lost Legacy, they took that one open world thing, put it in The Last of Us 2. This rope stuff they moved to Last of Us 2, and they build upon each thing that they learn. Like, okay, this works, or this is the way to do this better. I love that about Naughty Dog. You can really see they take...
Okay, got the cable.
they know what they're doing.
Start looping it around one of the axes.
That should work.
Yep.
Because, like, that would just be a mess on any other generation, you know?
That's two. Okay, trailer secure, ready to go.
Alright. Get clear. We'll lift it up.
Ready when you are.
And up we go. Okay. That enough?
Yeah, plenty. Start dropping on me.
No promises. No promises.
Okay, got the other crate. Gotta strap it in with the others. There you go. There you go. Oh boy.
So this is a really cool reveal right here.
All cargo present and accounted for.
It's like, oh, we found this treasure. Cool, I finally found this treasure. And it was like, oh shoot, we're in the city. What a great freaking reveal.
That'd be better than that amount of river. Let's stick that fish for a week. Hang on. What's up, boss? Good to have you back, Trey. Yeah, it's good to be back. Toss down your gear. Here you go. Thanks. Whoa, this tank's kind of light. I'm just making your job easier, right? My man.
How'd we do?
How do you think?
Full recovery?
Every last bit.
Making the rest of us look bad.
Making the rest of you look good. Man, I wish they move all this to the computer. Let's wrap this up later. My heel. Come on. Let's go see what you brought us. Hey, so how about you let someone else be?
Work simulator.
You've earned a break.
Oh, no thanks. Taking time over being at the office, I think.
Yeah. Either way, it's gonna be a while to the next time.
I'm telling you, what about Thursday's job? Oh, come on, no.
Got on the bid.
You gotta be kidding me.
Man, competition's tough. Let's see here now. Care to do the honors?
Yeah, sure.
It's cocaine.
Thanks.
It's all the hidden ballots. Oh my gosh, this is where they were at. This is where they hit them all.
Well, you'd be surprised how much this stuff is. Spine's paying good money for being covered.
Okay, so we find out he's working, stuff's fricked up. I think they wanted to take a vacation,
Did your homework on this one.
from what I remember.
Narrows down the search area. Would make a hell of a find. Son of a bitch. No way. No. You are going with the others.
And this is one of my favorite parts of this game. Just is a great beginning kind of chapters here. This is chapter 4. A normal life. So we see, okay, he's in the attic. You get to look at all these past artifacts from the past games. I'm so glad they made 4. I feel the same with this as I do Metal Gear Solid 5. Of Metal Gear Solid 5 also was announced. I was like, man, they ended so good on 4. What are you doing? We only needed 3 Uncharteds, but now that we have these games, I'm so freaking glad they exist. Metal Gear Solid 5, best freaking stealth gameplay, open world gameplay ever. You know what I mean? And still to this day, 5 years later, nobody's been able to touch it. And this just takes the old context of these games and puts him in a new light. Like, okay, he's an adventurer, but like he's kind of settling down now or whatever. But it's like he still has this adventure in his heart. He still has this one last thing he needs to do.
So Francis Drake takes a bullet for Sully.
Ugh.
Look at us.
It pays homage to these old games. You get to see these old artifacts. And don't forget Quiet. How could I forget Quiet? That's the key part of the game, according to Kojima.
Found a German U-boat in the middle of a jungle. Who would have thunk?
but I loved that both of these, they could have really what's the word, dampened the game preceding it, but man, this build on it, and it's like, man, this is the definitive ending to Drake's story. I think years later they'll come back and they'll do something with, spoiler alert, they have a kid with his daughter. I think they'll do like a new Uncharted series, and she's whatever and takes off and has her own story. And I think they'll do something really cool with that years from now. But they left a good way to. Oh, I think that's from 2. Shambhala, yeah.
Miss you, pal.
Yeah, this is 2. Man, this makes me want to replay freaking the old ones. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, oh my goodness.
So many men killed each other for a piece of this.
Yeah, that was in 3. Was that bright stuff, this weird stuff. Oh, we're seeing this old.
Yeah. Thanks for nothing, St. Dismas.
Artifact. Seeing all that stuff, and like, you don't even have to do this. I think you can just go on, or maybe you do have to explore it. I don't know. But the most fun part's coming up here.
Yeah.
Do you have the old ones? Yes. But I love that, like, okay, the music starts up. You're in battle mode.
Bullseye.
But it's just shooting this target.
Take that.
It's just him playing around. I love it.
That. Eat plastic. Gotcha. Right.
Got some more ammo.
Like a pro. So long. That'll teach you. See ya. Yeah. I'll be
Coming
right
down,
there.
coming down to eat.
Still got it. Playtime's over.
Playtime's over. But yeah, I have the originals on PS3, and I also have the remastered or collection or whatever on PS4. So I would love to go through. And these I think would be kind of like I would just play probably beginning to end. I want to play 2 again for sure. I think I'll skip 1. I get maybe I'll play through 1. How long is that? How long are these games? But 2 I definitely want to play on stream from beginning to end. What's up, Meister G? We're talking Uncharted. We're talking The Election. We're talking PlayStation 5 is almost here. Water in 2 looks really beautiful. Yes, it does. 2, I think, hits the perfect balance of what I love in these kind of exploration, and Tomb Raider kind of went in the more extreme direction. That's fine too. They're all fun, but I really love when something in 2 you see like these yetis, these weird yeti monster stuff, and you find out what they really are later on, the twists and stuff in that. But I love that kind of mysterious, like, oh, what are these things? And it's almost like an X-Files episode kind of deal. It's really cool. I like all this exposition and finding out, okay, he's married, there's the photo book, we can flip through. And none of this is shown like in a flashback, in a cutscene, and remember when we were happy, we were married and stuff, and they just put you in the current time, and you just kind of catch up in that way. man, just Naughty Dog is just unmatched in its storytelling, and you've heard we have a 3-hour freaking review on it. Very controversial game, Last of Us Part 2, and I had some big critiques on that game, but with the critiques, I think they do this stuff even better. They even build upon it and do it even better in Last of Us Part 2, where they mix this gameplay and story to where it's like, wow, this is some really cool stuff. And I even kind of I relent in the review when Travis and Jacob both pointed out some really cool stuff I didn't notice, gameplay wise and story, what they were doing. It went over my head. I was like, oh gosh, yeah, that's really freaking something special that they couldn't do with just a movie or TV show. That's where I agreed with Travis on that point big time. With that toy gun and stuff and exploring the thing, there's an extra level of connection with the character that you have that I couldn't do if they just showed it in a TV special.
You were up for a long time.
Well, I was researching.
I think this got spoiled for me. I'm trying to remember. I think I clicked out. I knew that it was somehow involved.
Just wrapping up here.
Oh, yeah, sure thing.
But some of the sites I followed at the time couldn't freaking keep their jeans on, and they freaking spoiled that Crash Bandicoot. You got to play Crash Bandicoot here. Look down there, you see the old PS1 with the DualShock. Yeah, he's just living in the suburbs. Mr. G says it's been chaotic in the States for the last couple of days for obvious reasons. Hope you're doing well. I am doing well. It's pretty nutso.
There we go.
I'm just telling AOI that any of these elections and stuff, you're just like watching the results, and I was talking with people about it today. It's just, it's an exchange. It's a new era. Like there's a new person coming out, or maybe the person that was there before. It doesn't matter, or whatever. You can just smell change in the air, or just have it. It's the one time like all of America's like, okay, like we're all watching this thing we're doing. We're all participating and stuff. The people that are participating, even the people that don't vote, are just like, what's going to happen and whatever. And we're all collectively glued to the screens trying to figure out, Every 4 years we do it. Well, every 2 years. There's 4 years for the biggie. 2 years I think it's more local. It's more local elections stuff that we do.
Done. Okay. Done. Okay.
So I love this. This interaction is so good.
It's, probably too long and full of typos, but that's
And
okay.
like I was saying, that the Naughty Dog takes the previous and builds on the whatever. They did that with the story and how they're, because Last of Us, Uncharted 1 through 3 have special character moments, and you love Drake and you love whatever.
I'm sorry. How was your day? How was your day?
But those games aren't hyper story. And Last of Us comes out and just really is like, whoa, this is like groundbreaking, like story stuff and game, and
You got to go first.
wow, this is something new.
Exciting garden.
It's a classic. You can feel it had a big impact in the industry. So when Uncharted 4 comes out, and you can actually check this out. I think this is one of my first early reviews I put out on the channel. When I reviewed Uncharted 4, I said that time has passed
Started out as this
from Uncharted 3 to 4. It's had time to like, okay, what's it going to take from Last of Us? And it takes the story interactions, these very well written scenes, and they add it to Nathan Drake's story in Uncharted, and that was really cool to see, and that's why I love that Uncharted 4 exists. Okay, so he's listening to stuff, okay, he's got his life, but he's like, I am not happy, I'm not content, like, I need to do this in my life, like, this is like, I'm not going to be able to sleep, I'm not going to be able to, like, ever stop thinking about this until I do this. But he doesn't want to tell his wife.
Here.
That's like you know what I mean, like this marriage strain and all this stuff, and it's like,
What?
she wants to be involved in his life. Oh, I just love all these story interactions and or character interactions. I mean,
Interesting. What's my article about?
he's not listening. I'm guilty of it as well.
Flights in Bangkok that are having troubles with them because smog.
Like genuinely funny moments. And
Wow.
I'm sorry.
No, it was balanced.
I was in the ballpark, right?
In a different state.
like I just genuinely love these characters, and it's very special.
James would always ask me about the
Look, Nate, I really think you should take it.
Like the animations and the faces and stuff, I'm just so invested and connected with the characters in the Naughty Dog games.
Really? I mean, he doesn't.
Meister G says I love the franchise so much, by far my favorite video game series of all time. I think this game has the best narrative out of all the games.
Alright?
Might be the minority, but I prefer this over The Last of Us. Interesting. I could definitely see that.
Could we please drop this?
Yeah, they're very close to me. Uncharted 4 is a heavy hitter with this thing.
Okay.
It's one of the few games that comments on freaking marriage. Like, what other video game is commenting on marriage? And they do it in such a believable way, and they take this character that you love that's become this video game icon. Drake, and now he's married, sitting on a couch, and I wasn't married at the time when this came out, but
Play it for it.
You'll play me for it?
Yeah, your TV game thing.
I just love this. And they brought in the past thing. Yeah, this game rules, Meister G.
Yeah, I think you're scared.
You don't even know what it's called.
I don't need to know what it's called. I've seen you play.
You should have heard what Travis said about Uncharted.
For that.
I know he poo-poos on 2. What did he say though? Because I know he poo-poos on 2.
Wow, okay,
He says 3 is like the best. But I think he liked 4 a lot.
Okay, watch and learn.
Oh, I'm learning.
I wish this didn't get spoiled for me when it did. Because I did see it. I tried to click off the site,
No, it has to load.
Load.
Yes.
but I would have been just. This was so shocking that those journalists can't
Turn something on. You expect it to.
poo-poo on the game. Yeah, he says they have okay shooting and stuff, but I think he's missing the point.
Is there a problem?
No, just
He's missing the fun, the adventure. I just
make it go.
love these type of games. I've always been a fan of these games since the Tomb Raider games.
Okay, so you want to run towards the camera.
I'm guessing you can relate to this in more moments in this game since you're married. Yes,
Run to the
definitely.
Yeah, press X to jump. You'll want to jump over all the hills and obstacles.
That's like my thing.
Okay, run away from the boulder.
Why is the boulder chasing me?
Just run away from it.
I did nothing to this boulder.
Use your attack.
Like, this is just so meta. It's just so crazy.
Nice.
Alright? What is that thing? A fox?
Bandicoot.
Looks like a fox. It's like a fox in jeans.
Grab the fruit.
Where's the fruit go?
100 gives you an extra life.
100? Who's got time to pick 100 pieces of fruit?
Okay, smash the boxes.
Why is a fox smashing crates?
Bandicoot. And that's just, it's what he does.
It's a fox and it's not very realistic. It's not very...
Perfect.
Foxes can't do this.
It's a bandicoot.
Doesn't look anything like a bandicoot to me.
Have you ever seen a bandicoot?
No, but I'm sure they don't wear sneakers. Oh, these graphics are pretty good. Aren't they?
Oh my gosh.
It did, probably.
Forgot how hard this game was.
That's life. Gotta make it count. Watch that hit.
Oh, yeah, we didn't go there.
Not bad, not bad.
Oh my gosh, I'm stuck in this. Do you think this echoes your marriage? Yes. Because I want to find hidden treasure.
Is that
and
it?
it's harder too when you're married.
You asked for it.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I practically had it.
Yeah, this game definitely does hit different
Come on, double or nothing. My
when
God.
you're married.
Use it quick.
When are you gonna start?
It's like when I've been talking on the podcast lately, rewatching Mad Men, and me and my wife have been watching it, rewatching it together. We watched it together first time before we were married,
In real life, what
but watching it again, we just been laughing because it's like stuff that we connect with differently.
Hey, are you happy?
Yeah, of course. You?
Really?
Come here.
Not open yet.
Okay, so his brother shows up. What time is it? We'll wrap it up at 9, so we'll just go a little bit longer because I just love this game. And it's the last time I'm streaming for my PS4. I'll still stream. I want to stream Ghost of Tsushima. There'll probably be some other PS4 games I want to return to, such as the HD collection of the Uncharted games. But last time I streamed from the PS4, guys. I'll be streaming from the PS5, playing PS4 games from here on out. Nathan Drake is just my favorite game character of all time. I'll miss him. I believe, I don't know if you were in here yet, I was saying, I think years from now, they will do something with the daughter or whatever, and Nathan Drake's daughter, and I bet he'll have a cameo. He'll show up somehow. And that'll be cool. Years and years and years from now, check back in with the character. I think they'll do that.
You're not reading tonight?
Samuel, come here.
Oh, shit.
Los demás están en posición.
En camino. Vamos a la plaza.
Fantastic. How long have you had this plan? Since the moment I set foot in this place. Samuel, keep up. We're going to have to move quickly. Holy shit. Mantenga la puerta. Nunca saldrás de aquí. Silencio. Jesus. He's menos sadistic. We're doing the world a favor, huh?
We're streaming on launch day. I'm not going to stream on launch day, I don't think. But I will have an unboxing video. I just remembered because Zinzu reminded me that, yeah, I should probably do I was planning on doing that, just totally forgot. But I'll have an unboxing video.
Remember how to use it.
I'll be doing,
Yeah, I'll come back.
but I want to try to stream on that Friday, the day after.
You do that, and we'll start a goddamn riot.
We'll see if maybe I do turn it on for a second when we stream on Thursday, but I think I want to spend the day and just enjoy it. All that stuff will be on the Twitter when all that stuff will be. This game is just paced so well. We're fighting after watching some marriage stuff. It's hard to believe that we're packing away the PS4. Yep. I'm actually moving. I put the PS4 up. I'll have to do. I keep saying this. I should do a new room tour because I've changed quite a bit now. I don't know if it's enough. Yeah, I think it's enough to warrant a new video maybe, but put the PS4 up, the OG PS4, up on my glass shelf. And I've got the PS4 Pro in our living room, so we just watch Blu-rays in there and play some of the, what's the game, the Jackbox party games and stuff. So
Nice work. Yeah, I see.
if people are, if this pandemic ever ends, we'll have a big party games and stuff. But
¿Están listos?
we'll have a bunch of people over again. But yeah, the OG PS4 is packed up.
Why? Just do it.
I'm gonna move this back to the living room. I had to actually take it back from the living room. I wanted to do this like on a whim. I was like, oh, I need to say goodbye to PS4 in a special way.
My ears are ringing, but I'll leave. Estamos bien.
This hurts. Getting shot with bullets hurts. Oh. I thought I had a pistol. Like I'm shooting this. Check this out. I'm not even aiming. Just going nuts. Okay, that's what you get. Just curious. Would you now get Final Fantasy VII Collector's Edition figure of Cloud with the bike? Would you now get the... It was just so much money when it came out. That I don't know. I liked the game and I liked the bike, but also the other issue with it that I had heard about just from reading online or whatever, or when I looked into like the figure, was that was the version 1 of Cloud. So that Cloud that was in that collector's edition wasn't the version 2 that I have, and they don't look too crazy different, but I think if it was cheaper. I just remember looking and kind of like really sitting down with the money and what that was costing, and I just couldn't warrant it at the time when it came out.
Estamos bien. Sammy, take cover.
Oh, he's got that one.
In a minute, you will either be free or dead. Are you ready?
But the figure is cool. I think that it just was that and the Kingdom Hearts 3 collector's edition. It's like you guys are asking a bit too much. Like it's a little crazy. Ow! I remember coming home from school and playing this game in the evening on launch day. Good times. Yeah, that was 2016. I was on. When did this come out? March of 2016. What is March? No, it's not March. It was June. Because I was just leaving my last job. Kind of took a mini vacation and played this and just freaking enjoyed the collector's edition. I have a statue up there of that. Playing on crushing difficulty, by the way, too. I'm on May 26th. Okay, June. I said June, so it was right. I left like right when I quit my last job. gosh, the freaking shooting. Travis is freaking right about. The gun rattle a little bit too much there. Jeez. Oh. Sorry, I know sneezing is canceled. Post-COVID world, I apologize. But I have sneezed. The weather gets crazy in Ohio and changes from very hot in the 70s to the freaking 40s right now. As Ohio figures out what season we're in. Blow that up. Anyway, I just said, bless me, he didn't cancel me. He could have canceled me. Thank you. Enjoyed the multiplayer and survival mode in this game as well. A nice little distance to play with your games. I can't remember if I did play this one. I think I've jumped in all the Uncharted games multiplayer because they had it in 3, didn't they? Or was it only this one? I think they had it in 2 and 3. I could be wrong about that. That's how I fight. Just rapid firing. Finally, get out of here. Okay, I think we're gonna wrap it up here. I'll do one last reminiscing. I'm trying to think any PS4. I do remember Metal Gear Solid 5 was my most anticipated game at the beginning, the first half of this gen. I just remember feeling bummed because of Destiny, and there was a lot like Drive Club. I didn't get Drive Club, but like certain games were coming out and they were kind of feeling rushed and all this stuff. And being kind of bummed on the first half. I still was excited for, you know, Uncharted 4 and all this stuff was still coming out, but
Just pick up the trail where we left off.
it was kind of, the first half of the gen was kind of rough, waiting for bigger titles to come out. And Metal Gear Solid 5, or when they were showing Ground Zeroes, because that came out 2014, that was like, whoa, this feels great. Like the gameplay was so fluid and it felt so next gen, and that was a year after release from the consoles, and that was kind of like the appetizer. And then Van and Pain was kind of, ooh, when's Van and Pain coming out? Okay, the following year. Okay. And man, I still remember the Van and Pain launch, and just all I did was play hours and hours and hours. I literally just only play Metal Gear Solid 5. For over, I think for 150 hours or something I dumped into that game, but it was unbelievably good.
Even made more than one cross. So whatever's missing from the one in Panama.
I also have a funny story. This just happened this gen. It wasn't anything that couldn't happen any other gen, but
Oh, where is this? Oh, this exquisite piece.
I remember I have a friend on my friends list, somebody I know, whatever, and I hadn't talked to him for a while, and I saw they were online. I was like, you know what, I want to chat with him. I was doing some extra like achievements, or I was playing something. I was trying to remember what I was playing.
Black market auction.
Forgot what game I was playing. And
Money to up it all the high rollers. I could take a second mortgage out on my house and it's
I sent him a party, like a chat request. It was Yakuza. I was playing one of the Yakuza games. Kwame or something. And I sent him the request, and he was online. He was doing something. He said, I don't know if he went away or whatever, and he never like replied to it. So I forgot about it. I was like, okay, he doesn't want to chat or whatever. And I keep playing Yakuza. And I swear, it was like an hour later, 2 hours later, and I had all the lights out in my house, and I had my headphones on, and that's how I was playing. And because I was listening to audio, I think I just got those headphones at the time, but I had those on because you can chat with them with the mic. And out of nowhere, it didn't even pop up like they joined the chat or whatever. My friend joined, but the way he joined, he put the thing on, and screamed at the top of his lungs, and I jumped a mile. I laughed forever after that because it just was, what a way to greet when you join the chat. But it didn't pop up a notification like he's joining the chat, and then it shows up. It just, he screamed, and then it popped up on the notification. But that was pretty fun. But Metal Gear Solid 5 was a highlight for me. Getting Last Guardian and playing that.
Just wish the circumstances were.
The Crash Bandicoot remakes and just how perfect those were. The Spyro remakes, how perfect they freaking were. I'm looking currently. The PSVR. I went to Best Buy, had that before it came out. And getting to play the games there, and just, I have video of myself playing that there back in earlier 2016, because the PSVR came out 2016. But man, getting to play that, and then just the first day of just having the PSVR and having people over. I had my cousin over and had some of my friends over, my family even like played it or whatever. Okay. One last PlayStation. I guess the PSVR is part of the PlayStation. One last story, and I'm out. I don't know if I've ever told this story. Meister G says, hopefully the movie is good and the game, although I have my doubts. Yeah, we'll have to, it's remain to be seen. It's past directors a bunch of times. We'll see. One last story. Let me know if I've told this story, but if not, it's recorded for our Placed Into the Gen stream. I got the PSVR on the first day, first week, first couple of days I had it. And I'm playing the shootout game, the London Heist. And there's a chase sequence in that's pretty crazy. It's very involved. Or it might have been a shootout. I think, I was in the middle of a shootout with that. And there's people shooting up on these banisters, and you're in this like mansion house. And I've been playing for like 45 minutes at this point, an hour, and I am like immersed in this world, and leaning down and getting the ammo, getting the gun. And I'm living at home at this time with my parents, and my mom busted in the room. So I have headphones on, I have this big head thing, and I have these things. I'm totally in a different universe. Mom busted in my room. Zach, hey. I'm like, yeah, what's up? I can hear. Your dad just cut his finger. He's really, he just like hit his finger with a saw. And I still tell people that story because I'm getting used to VR. I'm very, that was one of my first, experiences with VR, in my home. Nothing's ever kicked me out of, an alternate reality like that. What a crazy way. To preface this, he was okay. He did have to get stitches or whatever, but it could have been a lot worse. Thank God it wasn't worse, But to go from a virtual world and hear, hey, your dad just cut his finger, and you're like, oh yeah, there's things that exist outside of this. But what a way to find out is when I was in a shootout, and my mind was totally in a different universe, and going, oh, my dad cut his finger, and having to process that and take the headset off, take that off, and go out there is heard the story for the first time. Yeah, just I'll never forget that, like, just blankness of, like, oh yeah, I'm in an alternate reality right now, and there's a different reality, but he was totally okay. Glad he was okay. But that was my way. That is another thing that happened this generation. And you know what? I'm going to give, there's one more thing. One more generation talk, and this will probably come up in another when we talk about these games. Me and Travis, I think we'll do a deeper dive on these someday. Living at home, my dad or my mom needed help with something. It was when I was in the Souls series. I was playing Dark Souls 1, I think, or Demon Souls. Can't remember, one of those stupid games. And you can't pause. You can't pause. And I was working my way up to this level. It was very hard for me. My dad comes in. He's like, hey, I need your help right now because your mom's tired. Or my mom was gone. I don't know what was happening. He needed help outside doing something. Lawn stuff or whatever. He's like, I need your help right now. Just real quick, whatever. And I was like, I can't. And he's like, yeah, just pause it and come on. And I just remember looking at him going, I had to explain, like, it was hard to explain that this game was so brutal. You know what I mean? Like, what game can't you pause? Like, why can't you pause the game? You can pause every game. And I had to explain to my dad, so we got in a big fight over this. And I just remember being pissed off at the game. I'm pissed off at how hard it is. I'm pissed off at my dad. He's pissed off at me. And it was just, that game always caused problems. I think I tried to beat the others while I was at home too. And that caused issues because it's like, I need your help. I need you to come right now. Yeah, but if I come, more enemies will spawn. I don't know where I'm not at a safe spot right now. So I hate that you can't pause those freaking games. Can you pause this new Demon Souls? Hopefully you can. If not, there's going to be more fights. Maybe my dad's going to cut his finger again. It's just, you know, there's just all these crazy freaking things with technology and games right now I should be able to do. So hope you guys have enjoyed some stories from the past. I love this generation. Watch our Generation Awards video if you have not checked that out yet. Next week is the freaking PS5, guys. I'll be doing an unboxing video. Keep your eyes peeled on the Twitter account. WeWoYT. We'll see what's happening. If I feel like streaming that night, but I feel like I want to spend time, whatever. But tune into that. I will be doing a stream of Demon Souls. So hope to see you guys there. Good night to you as well, AOI. Thanks for joining in. Meister G, Zuzu, the whole crew. Thank you. And we'll end on this beautiful vista. Just look at the freaking film grain. The skybox is beautiful. What a way to go out and to put my PS4 away on this beautiful vista. See you guys later. Thank you for joining in. And the next time you see me, it's going to be on a PS5. Good night.